Hey guys, we're here in JCI Lounge.
WTF, man. WTF.
A new series of one's right in the middle.
Shut up, man. Hey, guys and gals.
We've got a new series, JCI Lounge.
Yeah. So, what it is pretty much just us talking about.
Oh my god. I'm just laughing the fuck you wanted to turn the TV off. And you were looking behind the TV.
It keeps on the side of
Yeah,
TVs.
you looked at the side, fair play, then you went behind the TV.
Might be behind.
What TV?
Special TVs.
Fucking hell.
Even though it's got a big massive power button in the
Yeah, I know.
It could just be fake.
Oh yeah, Samsung started doing that for show.
Stuff too.
Alright.
Like that, it's got a fake webcam. It's a troll
Yeah,
webcam.
his laptop's got a fake webcam.
It's a troll webcam. It's just like, oh yeah, we should put a webcam there. No.
Maybe they thought there was something to Joe, because you know Joe, right, puts tape on his camera because he thinks people are watching him when he gets changed. He actually believes that when the camera's just flipping.
It's so special. So what was I saying about the what this series is? Pretty much us talking about like stuff.
Like games.
Shut the fuck up, dogs.
Like games and general conversation. Like what's going on?
So
let's chillax.
First topic, what's gonna say like next gen consoles?
Yeah.
Next gen consoles.
That's something that's been on my mind for quite a while actually. I'm a bit peed off with Microsoft.
Yeah, and then they end up changing everything, like about the lending.
Yeah, I mean,
games.
I'm glad they've changed it, but that should never have been a thing in the first place. I mean, it's bad. It annoys me in both ways because I was a big fan of Sony. Then PS3 came out, and they let me down, and so I went on to Xbox and Microsoft. Then they've let me down, and now I'm thinking about going on now. Well, I'm focused on computers now.
Yeah, like to be fair, I don't know. I say I probably won't buy one, but I don't know.
I'll definitely end up getting one.
Yeah, I will end up getting one, like, say, probably next year, 2 years' time, but I'm just probably going to stick with PC for now, to be fair. It's like...
The prices need to drop,
yeah,
I think.
Like, so, like, the PS3 cost more than the Xbox, didn't it, like, to begin with? Like, but now, on the PS4 is cheaper than the Xbox One, yet the PS4's still got better specs. Like, on here, the specs of it are, like, the RAM for the PS4 has got 8GB GDDR5, and then the Xbox One's only got 8GB DDR3. And it's got better processor, CPU, than the Xbox One.
Storage is supposed to be better.
The storage would probably be better. And so there's the opportunity for second screen. I think that's a good thing about if you've got smart glass on your iPhone.
Smart glass.
So, like, I don't mind where like you can pretty much control your Xbox from your phone. Yeah, I don't mind.
That's pretty cool.
So,
That's an app on the Windows phone.
Mm.
You can get Xbox app for it.
It's like the use game fee, maybe, to be announced. To be announced is no. That's the thing as well. Always online connection.
That's just been changed though.
Yeah, you have to be always connected, which is...
Which I still think is annoying that you have to connect once.
Yeah.
It's like changed the way you...
It's just like, say, like, people who don't have the internet, they still want to buy one, just a bit...
I know, yeah, I mean...
It's just stupid.
It is,
it's like with the... Is it...
I think the Connect's a bit overrated
now
as well.
Yeah, as well. Well, you have to have it with the Connect as well, wasn't it?
I think, yeah, I think you still do. I think it still comes with it.
Yeah.
You know what? I've got a Connect, the old version, like the original version, and it's not worth the money they're offering. I mean, it's not going to be much different, is it? I mean, it still captures you. Mine still does exactly the same as what theirs was.
Yeah.
But when it first got announced, it was like, oh, new cutting edge, and because like the whole Xbox is made to be like a modern architecture thing, they think it should cost.
Yeah.
Like a freaking fortune.
It's like it says like about the voice commands like you see the like press conference, the live reveal of the Xbox One. I saw it and like it was like because you know where they make it like I like put a smooth but because you know where they swipe and it swipes across the screen and they say stuff like it won't ever be that responsive like
Yeah.
in real life. If not like when you're doing it, and so if you say something, if like, can you say that again? Like, it's just like mobile phones.
Yeah, I mean, that's not their fault. Like in anything in technology, it's always going to be like a limit to, isn't it?
Mm.
I mean, you'll push the limit, but like Kinect is like motion sensing. Like it's just like Kinect itself. Where I mean, you had the Wii, didn't you? But to this ultimate like sort of. To this extent where you can get your full body into it, that's just been achieved. I mean, it's not gonna like be able to improve until at least another 10 years or something.
Yeah.
Or like in that range. Like I mean that happened, and then like good few years later, Kinect happened.
Mm.
What was I gonna say?
I was just pointing about the thing though. PlayStation Move as well when that got announced. Like it was pretty much just like the Wii, wasn't it? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I didn't like that. I think it was terrible. I mean, loads of people like were saying it's better than the Kinect, and to be fair, I'm not a biased person, but I thought the Kinect was amazing for it.
I've never actually. I think I've been on Kinect, but I've never like actually fully played a game on the Kinect.
No, I think it is like, I mean, it blows my mind how they've done it.
Mm.
But like you were saying with the swipe on the old Kinect, you have to hold your hand on it for like 3 seconds, and the circle would go around, and then it would swipe.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't do that. But yeah, I mean, there's a new, I think, yeah, I don't know, I think this got announced a while ago, but it was a game for the Kinect, I think. Your avatar walks around, you know, PSN Network, I think it is, where you can...
PlayStation Home.
Yeah, where you can walk about and play pool or whatever. It's like that, and every time you talk, you use the Kinect, I think. And every time you talk, it like the avatar moves his mouth, which I thought was
good.
Cool. But yeah, I think Microsoft have really. I think with the PS3, what happened was they were trying to be in a competition with Xbox, and Xbox weren't in a competition. They just made the new console.
Yeah.
And now it's like switched around. Like PS3 just wanted to upgrade their console, and Xbox are like, we've got to be better.
Yeah.
So they've like done everything, but they've ruined everything. I mean, they have to put these prices on. You know, like you have to buy new games all the time.
Yeah.
Just to like make up with how much money the Xbox One cost. I think it's a terrible name as well. I mean,
yeah, it's stupid. Like Xbox, like the Xbox One, like the first original Xbox. Now you have to call it. It was like just called Xbox, and then like the Xbox 360. It's like we go. Then everyone thought next
it was getting called Xbox 720.
Xbox 720. Then it goes to Xbox One, but just what's the next Xbox going to be? Like Xbox 500 or something? It's like something random like that.
I think it's completely stupid. I mean, I like, even with like stuff where it's called, like, say for instance, out of the blue, you know, World War 1 and 2, right? The first World War, I never call it just the World War. I'll always say World War 1.
Yeah.
And so with the Xbox, I always say Xbox 1 for the first ever Xbox.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you do say that, so why do that? I mean, you just fucking with people's head.
It's like, because like, just say if you want to search for the Xbox One, it'll come up with the new Xbox One, not the Xbox, like, you're going to have to search Xbox Original, aren't you? You know what I mean?
Does that even come up?
It's kind of stupid. Like Xbox One, it comes with like the new Xbox, isn't it?
So what is the original Xbox? Is that what it's called, Xbox Original? Because
it's just called Xbox. It's just called Xbox, isn't it? No. Like, just say if you search just Xbox, it'll come up with like
it'll come up with everything, won't it?
It'll probably just come up with just the Xbox One now, won't it?
Xbox.
Oh well. Oh no, it actually has came up with a few.
It came up with 2 pictures of the original Xbox.
And then all they want to.
What's that?
What? That. No, it's a thingy. Just answer it.
720.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to call as well. Either Xbox 720, Xbox Durango, or Xbox Infinity. Which I thought just the names are a bit. Infinity isn't too bad, but like it just from 360 to Infinity is a bit. It's a bit like.
I mean the controller as well. What? Like, if anyone's seen the controller, the new one. It's
like we put the controller on the screen, like just an image. It's just a bit.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
To be fair, it just looks exactly like the Xbox controller.
But it's has got like the Xbox One isn't in the middle.
Yeah.
It's like
on top.
At the top, yeah.
They've just made it like because what I read ages ago when Xbox first started, you know, the controllers. It's always been the same on it really. The controller shape. I read somewhere it was done that way to be more comfortable with your hands, and I totally agree with it. The PlayStation controller is uncomfortable, I think. I'm not keen because it's like that.
It's kind of too small, I think.
Yeah. But like I've noticed when I played with like girls in the past, just when you play on PlayStation, they can't reach the middle analogs. They have to like play like that.
Yeah.
I've noticed through a few girls, because they've got small thumbs. It's all about the thumbs on the PlayStation.
I love the thumbs.
Okay, that makes sense.
But like that, everything that about like PlayStation keep it like the same, which is kind of like some people don't like it, like because some people don't like change, but other people like change. Like the controllers, it's pretty much just like all like it's just exactly the same, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean?
But I mean, I played PlayStation. I had PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and I've never liked the controllers. I've never ever liked the controllers. It's always hurt.
Like, I've got PS3, and I've just kind of like, I don't know, like, I guess I'm kind of used to it, I guess, since I play on both, like, because like, just say like, because like, one day I play on Xbox, and like, the analog's like there, around there.
Yeah.
And then with the PlayStation, like, there, around there. Yeah. So like, I don't know, like, I thought it'd take me a while to get used to it, but I got used to it like straight away. But,
I just think Xbox where it covers round your hand, like it's on an
it's like in shape of a hand, isn't it? But yeah,
that's what I like about it, and that's I think why they haven't changed the shape. I read somewhere like it was done that way to be comfortable for it. But so I don't know which one I'm gonna get because I'm like I said I'm both big Sony fan from PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and I'm a massive Xbox 360 fan. But I don't know which one. I think PS4 is probably my best bet so far.
Like PlayStation 1 is like straight away because like of all the things that Xbox did, like you can't rent games, you can't like you have to be online and all that random stuff. Like PlayStation just like bought it straight away, and then like PlayStation just take the mick out of them. So did you see that how to lend games on PlayStation?
Yeah. There's actually people in Sony doing that.
Yeah, it was on the Sony YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure of it. It's on the Sony YouTube channel.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think it was it that owns it now, Xbox, Microsoft, because I'm sure Bill Gates retired or something like that. Yeah, I'm sure he gave up something like half his company.
It should be owned by Microsoft. It's still the name, isn't it?
Yeah, I know it's owned by Microsoft, but it's like half. Oh yeah, isn't it?
Yeah. Step one. Sharing I find that it just gives him the game. It won't every as simple on they're gonna make it where like you're supposed to that's what's PC games you can't really lend PC games, can you? Like say Steam games.
A lot of even someone like a lot on disc you have to have a code for.
Yeah.
And
but
you can't use the code more than once.
But like because what Cal was saying, one of our friends, is that Steam might be making like lend games. Like do you hear anything about that? Where like you can trade games with your friends, like so you can lend them it. Is it like where you can virtually lend your game a friend? Friend a game.
I think he did say something to me, I'm not quite sure, but how's that gonna work?
It's like pretty much like or like only that person play out in it, if you know what I mean. Like you say like send it to you. Okay, and don't give me dirties.
Yeah, but I mean like there'd be a way to hack it so then like you'll end up being able to play both.
I don't know, like so Steam is quite secure though, isn't it? Like there's no like
yeah. But there will be a way around it. I mean, if you're lending your games to someone, can you lend it for like how long you want it? Or?
Well, they'll choose how long to lend it for. Because it'd be online one, you won't actually give them the disc because it'd be recorded. Like you say like.
Oh yeah, because he said that you could just stop it whenever you wanted. Yeah.
Like say if you're in the middle, I suppose like you pressed it like you probably couldn't stop it just in the middle of the game. You have to wait. They'll probably pop up say like you can't stop them lending it when it's in the middle of the game.
Yeah.
Or something.
I would just leave it on my computer, mate. Like leave it constantly playing. Does that mean they can play it while they're lending it, or?
I don't know. That's like so I suppose that's pretty much buying two games for one, isn't it? So
yeah.
Like they want to make money one then. So well, it probably won't be like probably about 2-3 years. They'll probably add it in because it's like they have to like make all the stuff so like people don't actually hack it like you were saying.
I think the thing I like about Steam is that they're not money hogs whatsoever. Like,
yeah, so it's
I don't think at all.
Yeah, I kind of guess so.
Because, I mean, the offers are due or something, and Just Cause 2 was on for like 3-4 quid.
The Steam sales that was on, like Steam from sales that was on, how long ago? A few weeks ago?
Yeah, about 2-3 weeks ago.
They're they sell sales on like every single day. There's still a different game sale.
Yeah.
Like now it's Darkness 2, which 75% off. It was 20 quid. Now it's 5 quid.
Yeah.
It's like when we got Left 4 Dead 2, which we still haven't recorded, which we will eventually.
We were going for Left 4 Dead 2 for ages, trying to save up for it, and then
like it was like we were saving up because it was like 15 quid for like, so like cheapest place was 15 quid in it, and then we got the money about to buy it, then it went down to 3 quid. We were like,
yeah, and then we just haven't got around to recording it, which
yeah. And so it's like,
and Gary's mod, which would be good.
So it's like just like Skype's fucking up when we try and record it, and then my laptop is like, I try and play, like one day I can play Left 4 Dead, the next day I can't play it, and it's just annoying.
I can't wait to upgrade like my computer and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so next gen consoles.
Yeah. Well, that's next gen games as well. Like.
Oh yeah, going on that. Because like I was gonna say when we were saying about next gen.
Like say like probably what do you think's the most anticipated like next gen game?
What's that anticipated? I don't know what it means.
Like the biggest game that's going to come out for like what do you think's like biggest hype for the games?
Biggest hype, GTA definitely biggest hype. But you know I think it's the biggest hype, but I don't think it's got the biggest audience. I don't know why. It's a bit mixed opinion.
Like because still people who like it was like I bet people probably say like COD's still like biggest hype, but you don't hear people because like I think I know loads of people going to PC now and like because like if you think about something you do PC like so like, all the mods and all that stuff, but like you can't do with like consoles.
Yeah, that's the thing about Call of Duty, right? I remember like a few years back when we were a bit younger, when it was when COD 4 first kicked off, and was that when we were in year 8 or something? Oh, I
don't know.
God, that's a while back now, because that's when people started liking it. Because I think it was just because of Modern Warfare, wasn't it? And then it was online and stuff. So, but it's went from a really good game. I think no one likes COD. Like the people that don't like COD don't like COD.
Yeah.
They never have. And I'll argue to the point where I have thought it was an amazing game, and I still think the graphics, the physics about shooting, and stuff.
It's just the people who like say like all the like 10-year-old kids who like. Oh. It's just the community they have around. Like it's like PC games communities are so much better than like console games communities because like it's like people who actually like people like more friendly on like games like just say like League of Legends, right? Like I don't know, like some people are like some people like you can get some jerks in it that are like, oh like you shit the game stuff and you're new, but then just say, like other people like just even say it like just say like I always say it because I'm like pretty crap at it. I've got all like when it was my first game I said, oh sorry, it's my first game. Like it's my first game that I was playing, and then like they kind of like teach it in the game like what to do and something, like they tell you where to go and all that, which is like
I remember really good. When I was making a video of me playing League of Legends, which I still haven't edited and thingy now. Because it wasn't good because like there was this guy right, and he was telling me to follow him and he was getting me XP and everything. So then I was like thanks, and I think and then I think he added me on Steam, and then I left. And I wanted to do this video, so I stopped that video for a few minutes in, and then I went on to another game, and there was just this guy that was horrible, right? So I started trolling him like all over, like, and he was just saying loads of things to him, and he was like, "Oh, have you never played this game before?" And asking me what my level was, and I was just like, "No, that doesn't sound like he was being mean." But and then he started being mean about it, so I was just like, "Yeah, screw it, I'm gonna troll you all over YouTube," and yeah, but because it's the thing like there's how. I remember when I played GTA 4 when I was a squeaky little kid myself, and there used to be like horrible, but I mean it would be like 7 out of 10 people you'd see on free roam would be just out there to take the piss out of you, and then like on there when you go on PC, it's like I don't know, I've never actually met like a proper like what would you call them, a hater or
just an annoying squeaker.
This is not even the squeaky people. I hate the the older people that annoy me the most.
Yeah,
because if they're picking on kids, I mean, how little of a life have you got?
Like, it's like something like when I was playing Gary's Mod, like, you know, Jailbreak and Gary's Mod. I was like, there was a squeaky guy, then there's like one or two guys, like, they sound about like 30-year-olds or some touch it in the piss. And then there's like all these other guys, like, because some guys say like, some people like, people don't mind like squeakers, like little kids playing. But then like when they're annoying, everyone hates them. But like this guy wasn't annoying at all. He was just like talking to the mic.
He was just younger.
He was just like and then like these guys call him a noob and a squeak and all that. And then there's like all these other guys sticking up for him, which I found like really good. Like it's just like it just proves how much like of a life they have. If you know what I mean? Like it's taking the piss out of like little kids like because they're squeaking. But I mean I'll do it if they're annoying. I don't do it any otherwise.
If they're cocky as well.
Yeah, that's the same thing. I get like annoys me.
But yeah, I'm looking for like Assassin's Creed for big audience. A massive. I mean, it's went from Assassin's Creed fans to people like just the naval warfare. That's people that are loving that. GTA 5 off the trailer. It's got a lot of San Andreas fans, I think, converting.
Yeah, because like I think loads of people went from like I think people who bought San Andreas like bought 4. But they didn't like it as much because like there's not as many like you say like you could like get fat, you could customise yourself more than that, couldn't you? Like your hairstyle's not. But I suppose they've implemented some bits of it into the new GTA 5, like you can change your clothes and all that. Like you couldn't like 4, but like you couldn't change your hairstyle. You couldn't like.
That's what I liked about San Andreas. I mean, you could work on your muscles.
Yeah, you could work. You could get fat. You could get skinny and all that. It's like.
I think it is good.
So like the GTA 5 map was like. It's like a whole lot bigger than the new ones, isn't it? Like, so it's because of the next gen consoles. It makes it so you can like the consoles can actually have a better and bigger map, isn't it?
Yeah, like I know what you're on about there. It's like it holds more sort of thing. Like when you played Skyrim and Fallout, it used to lag like a bitch. I'm telling you, like not like it lag, like as in like it would like major, but loads and shit would be like.
Yeah, it's but I suppose like cause I suppose like the loading times like it'd probably take a while to load the game to start with, but then like cause like you can see where you can switch between the guys, which I think is amazing. Like you can have 3 guys and switch between them, and like cause on the trailer, the gameplay trailer is like one's like and like.
Oh, he's took his son out
for a bike ride, and like cuts into like where they just goes house, and like I found that like mint, like how it just like cuts straight in, and then you cut to another guy who's in the middle of a car chase.
Oh yeah, it's like it zooms in like, from the helicopter, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think that I think it looks class. But I wonder if it's actually like because like in like gameplay trailers it's like a lot different to actually the game, but I hope it will actually be like that.
I think it will be like that. I just don't know about when the camera changes. I think the people look crazy as fuck, me.
Yeah.
I think the middle one's my favourite. What is it? The family guy.
I can't remember called now.
The family guy. Yeah.
There's. Oh, I don't know what they're called.
Apparently, you have to start. I'm taking a shot at the darkie. I've heard rumours that you have to use it tactically. In missions like
Michael Franklin, Trevor.
Yeah, save like Michael.
No, what is that, Trevor?
Yeah. Well, that's what else.
I don't know. Oh yeah, it's just the R's a bit weird.
Like, say you're doing a mission as Michael, like in like a main mission, you have to switch to Franklin, like
from behind. Like with the do you see where they have the sniper rifle? Like like kidnapping a guy. One's in the helicopter, one's in a building with a sniper rifle, and then one's actually in the building kidnapping the guy.
Because they're all like best mates or something, aren't they? They all work together.
Now I wonder how the game actually starts. Like it's like the opening, the opening GTA 4 mission was like where you started, like you got off the boat, you met your cousin. Like I wonder how this like actually starts. Like unless like you all meet up somehow. Like just say like I don't know.
Just to organise it. That's what I'm guessing. But like, have you played GTA 3?
No, I don't think so.
The opening that was amazing because like you basically getting escorted to prison, right, in a prison thing, and then like, you just get busted out of the the buses that are in America, and that's how you start. You just like you're on the run basically in the start. It's pretty. I thought it was pretty cool, that one.
It's like that there like you see if you saw the trailer, haven't you?
Yeah, I saw it.
It's like where like it's more like robbing bank. Like you got rob like I think you got robbed like about like one bank, was it, on GTA 4?
Yeah.
Where with that guy, that Irish guy called Packy.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, he's hilarious in that. And then like
He's my favourite.
you got like rob the bank stuff, but on this like I think you'd be like it's more about like heisting and stuff, not actually like because on GTA 4 you have to like sneak off to take revenge because like his cousin's in debt and that to like take revenge on all these like
He was taking revenge on Russian traitors through the wall, wasn't he?
Yeah. And then that guy at the end is all like it was like who was back at
Dimitri, I think it was. Yeah.
Was it?
I think it was Dimitri. It was helping him at first. No, I don't know. I can't remember. He's on the look for someone though because he killed all of his Nico's men or something.
I can't remember what this thing was on.
But I think GTA 5. I think yeah.
So with the I think it's there's one way you have to kill Playboy or the other guy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's either you kill Playboy or you kill Dwayne.
Yeah.
Is it Dwayne? Like on this, there'll probably be a lot more like options like that, and then there's another option where you can have a go. Is it is it Kate she's called the first girlfriend in the game? Is it Kate she's called? Michelle. And then I don't know where I got Kate from.
No, because Kate's Packy's sister.
Oh right, yeah.
And
then some Michelle, and then like there's an option out there. And you have a go like save Michelle or something, or you go meet Michelle, or is it you go to the wedding? Is it because you go to the wedding? Is it because that's where? Well, there's different endings, isn't it? Because there's one where Nico dies, isn't it? No, where Roman dies, isn't it? Where he gets shot at his wedding.
Oh yeah, I think so. I'm not too sure because I don't know. Yeah, 'cause I played one where Kate got shot. The ginger girl, which is Packy's, because you were dating her at the time, and played one where she got shot, and then I played it differently, and she survives.
Because I think there's two different endings to it, but like on this one there might be like, say, loads of different like endings and all like, or it might just be a whole one ending because it's like there's 3 guys. Because like, no, I think like it's good that there's 3 people, but I'd still prefer just to be one guy. You know what I mean? Like it makes it's simple. Yeah. Like it could. Like I know they probably made it simple, but it just kind of makes it a bit complicated.
That's what, when I saw that bit about the sniper, I thought that'd be rock solid to do. But when you leave one of your people, they carry on doing what. That's why that guy was in a police chase, because he was just doing what. He would do, and then
Yeah, so yeah.
I mean, it's got a good range of people. Like there's a Family Guy. Again, Family Guy.
That's Michael, isn't it?
Yeah, Michael's like the family man.
And then there's Franklin, who's that like gangster. Is he a gangster wannabe or doesn't want to be a gangster anymore? It's on the 2. And then there's
Trevor's just a psycho.
Is it that psycho hillbilly?
Yeah.
Guy. And then so what I was just saying about the heist and stuff, that brings on Payday 2, which looks like.
Oh yeah,
it's amazing that.
Payday 2. Is that already? That's not out yet, is it?
No, but like Nova has made videos, isn't it? Like, because they got early.
Is he allowed to release it?
Yeah, because they got early beta release. Like, it's like people get early beta release for like who are big like YouTube and stuff.
So I remember Rooster Teeth have actually got San Andreas 5 now, but they're not allowed to.
Don't in GTA 5.
No, San Andreas.
San Andreas 5.
Is it San Andreas 4? The new ones can't come out.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
No, San Andreas. No, not San Andreas. Saints Row.
Dumb fuck.
Oh man, I did it last time. No, I did it when I was talking to Christo. I was talking about all this game, and he was looking at me like a retard, and I was like, "Why are you looking at me like that?" And then like 10 minutes later, I was like, "I've been saying San Andreas the whole time, haven't I?" It's because we just had a long conversation.
Yeah, but like that Central games. Like last game. Well, I suppose during Central game I played Central 2. Was gonna get Central 3, but I was like, I don't know, like I've gone off it because it's just the gameplay mechanics.
It's just taking the piss too much now.
Like the funniness of it, like I like it in like Central 2, but like I don't know if you can get like a big massive like giant pink dildo and all that crap in this in Central 3. And I've played a bit of Central 3, but I don't know, I just gone off it as soon as like pretty much.
Yeah, like that's why I was saying earlier about how they're converting to GTA, because GTA's pretty much got. I've always thought it's always been better than Saints Row. I've always thought that.
The only good, like I think the best thing about Saints Row over Grand Theft Auto is the customization of it.
And you can do more.
The plastic surgery of it, and like I like the gang things. But that was in San Andreas, wasn't it? Where you had to fight gangs and all that, wasn't it? So
it was on GTA 3 and that as well. But I don't know. Like the thing I like about Saints Row is like it's a massive like optioned game. But it's like Saints Row the third, right? I think after that they've just left the campaign. Like people love Saints Row 1 because you were playing a gang and you had to eliminate the gang, and it was like it's not too serious, but it was a really good campaign, and you could still do an option of stuff. Now, if you got to do all the fun stuff and carry on that campaign a bit more seriously, I think it would have kept a bit of the fans. But basically, GTA has just basically got everything from what was on. Was it Saints Row 2 that they started doing where you could fly planes?
So I think you could do that from the first one.
Okay.
Probably. I don't know. I've played the first one, but I've never actually owned it. Like
I did love Saints Row 1. I think it was an amazing game. But that's another competition, isn't it? Really, that's between Saints Row and I think GTA's outsmashed it. I think
like everyone like it's like, but sometimes like I think we can't compare like two different games, like because like they're so similar but they're so different. If you know what I mean, like they're so like there's like both free roam games, like
they're so good in their own way.
Yeah.
As well,
like the Payday 2 released it on Steam is August the 13th, if any of you guys want to know. And then I think it's coming off for Xbox, and the release dates are between August 13th and August 16th.
So how much it's going to cost?
So it's, on Steam, it's quite cheap for a new release, I think. Where is it? Where's it gone? 25 quid.
That's good, isn't it?
And I felt like a brand new release game.
Yeah, it's like Payday 1 was a massive hit as well. And loads of people are going to buy it after Nova's played it.
Yeah. And so it was like everyone bought like the first one, because like, I found it like hilarious the first one. Yeah, look, well that one's still 15 quid, the first one. But I wonder how much it cost when it actually released, but I think it was probably been about 25 quid or something, wasn't it?
It depends what game were we comparing it to the other day?
Payday?
Yeah, we were comparing like a game, was it? And it was like a similar gameplay, like it's gonna annoy me now. Oh, we were on about this game and it was just.
Yeah, you said.
It was like you basically.
I think you said it was kind of like you weren't comparing it to Left 4 Dead, but
like
the mechanics of it, you said it was like Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, like the background of it is like where you like do one
like
bit
and on the bottom where it's got like the people's name and all that.
Yeah, I think they looked a bit similar, but it looks. I mean, the fact that you wear a funny mask, can you change your mask?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that'd be hilarious.
It's like different options, like it's still the same people from Payday were the heist the first one.
I think I think Gary's mod should do some characters from Payday.
Oh, that'd
be pretty funny, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's pretty decent. Graphics look good, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think like the system requirements for it off a PC isn't actually that high as well.
Oh,
yeah. I personally think there's like, even though I haven't played it, but like Nova says like a big difference from the first one and the second one, but just from looking at it, there's not much difference. Like from the first one, there's like the graphics like they've changed, but like not they've just polished it. I've never just made it brighter, haven't they?
Yeah, 'cause I was watching Payday 1 the other day actually.
Well, I said that there's no comparison. No, like it's still like a better game because like they said about like how you can get all this new stuff and like all the missions.
Of course, well, I was gonna say every new game is better than an old game, but like GTA 4, I think it was worse than San Andreas.
I don't know. It's just like I suppose it's the graphics and all. Also, graphics
and GTA 4, everything like the car mechanics and everything.
I thought it's like with Saints Row 2 and Saints Row 3, isn't it? Like.
Yeah, I think it is better in that way, but you'd lost a lot out. And the same with, to be fair, we go back on next gen consoles. Same with Xbox One and Xbox 360. I mean, that is no matter what they do for it now. The only good thing about it is going to be the graphics and the quality. But apart from that, it's going to be just a more expensive Xbox.
Yeah. So with I showed you that Grand Theft Auto 5 versus 4 graphics thing. Like everyone thought the Grand Theft Auto 4 graphics were unreal, and then I saw a comparison picture. I'll try and find it and put it on the screen, of GTA 4 versus GTA 5 graphics, and it's just unreal.
You don't expect, like, I didn't, when you said that and you were like, there's a massive difference before you showed me, and I was like, there can't be that much of a difference. It was like perfect, like.
Yeah, like.
And when you saw it was just like.
This one, well, I'll put different ones on. This is doing also, but like.
Yeah, there's that one as well, the bike in there.
Yeah, it's like.
Click on that one with the characters. Look, you can see the tyre tracks in it. See the detail on the characters.
Like on like the GTA 4, it looks so like.
It does look real though. I mean,
like GTA 4 graphics are like when it came
out, 2000 was it 2008? I think it's 2007. Is it
2008? It came out.
Yeah. When that like kicked off, I mean, back then, people still used to like the Atari graphics and stuff. You know, it was like that when that game came out. Well, the game before that, San Andreas had some decent graphics on it, I guess, but people was just, they weren't really looking for graphics back then. I mean, the best game I think, if I can think of back then, was Burnout Paradise with the best graphics.
Yeah, that
had amazing graphics.
Or was it Rainbow Six Siege 2?
Yeah, that
had good graphics. Yeah.
Well, then again, like we go back on Call of Duty, that for its day and age.
COD 4, that whole graphics.
Yeah, especially for the PC.
To be fair, now like full graphics on COD 4 and like good PC, full maxed out graphics, it still look like really, really good.
I don't think they've actually touched up the graphics that much on COD.
Yeah, like, but what I was saying, like, I was watching like, so about COD Ghost is that the difference between, like, because they've got a whole new, because like, I think pretty much everyone's created a whole new game, and because like the different new consoles can, like have more, availability, like, more people and all that, like, bigger maps and all that, and like, so they made new engines for it, so like, they can make the graphics better, like, just say if they made it better on there, like, say, because, like, they've made them better over time, but, like, they haven't really changed them a lot.
Yeah.
But, so, like, from, like, Black Ops 2 to you got for what? That's a G.
Yes, I
G Ghost to COD Ghost.
Yeah.
Apparently, they make, like, huge difference.
Yeah. Like, that's what I was going to say, like, when I played Modern Warfare 2, I haven't played Black Ops, like, that well. I used to have Black Ops 1. And I love the campaign and that, but I'm not having anything go at Black Ops, so just don't start hating me. But I preferred the Modern Warfare campaign, so I got Modern Warfare 2, and then I got Modern Warfare 3. But now I think back at it, I never considered the graphics. Like with most like spin-off game, well, like what you call it, where it's series games. I forgot what it's called.
Like prequels and sequels and all.
Yeah, next like in the sequel. When I play a new sequel for a game, like, I'd be like, oh yeah, you can totally tell the graphics and that are much better, and I'd point out all these things, but when I was playing Modern Warfare 3, it was like, I'd never left Modern Warfare 2, it was like, I was still playing Modern Warfare 2, just with the new campaign.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
But I think they've gone, like, in Call of Duty, I think they've always, like, been really good at, like, mastering, like, the guns and...
Yeah.
I think they're good at what they do, but what they do is getting old now. People are, like...
Yeah.
There was that time in college, like, shooting games, and I think little kids will still play it.
It's just, games branch out a lot more, like, since, like, the game community's getting, like, more wider and stuff, since, since more stuff, and, like, so, like, YouTube's getting a lot bigger and all that as well.
Yeah.
It's, like, there's especially, like, Battlefield 4 there as well, like, that game, or, I love Battlefield games, just pretty because it's so, like, I don't know, I like the campaigns on them, like...
Yeah, I used to have it for my phone.
And like, for your phone?
Yeah, Battlefield 2, I think it was. It was just like a small campaign.
Like, I know, like, a lot of people hate, like, I suppose, like, people don't hate, like, Battlefield, like, but it's only people who like COD hate Battlefield.
Yeah.
But with me, like all the time, I probably, like, cause I played Battlefield Bad Company 2, like, probably, like, so I lent it off someone, and then, like, I didn't play COD at all while I had Battlefield, because, like, I think so, like, it's just the map size as well, makes it so much better.
Comparison picture.
Like, the map size of them is just, like, is so much bigger.
What annoys me, the fact that Call of Duty, well, I never, like, advise competition with games. I think you should stick to what you do, right? But what annoys me the most is Call of Duty look at Battlefield and they haven't improved the things you can blow up and stuff. I think I love Battlefield, but I do somehow prefer online on Call of Duty. I think it's mainly because on Battlefield it's so realistic that when you run, it's like
so it's like it's so realistic that it's harder. Like it's like so they have like bullet drops and I don't know if they have them in like in the Call of Duty actually. Like I'm pretty sure they have only bullet drops for the snipers in Black Ops 2, but like so like they have bullet drops on every single gun in like Battlefield.
It's I'm not gonna
know.
But yeah, like I think if Call of Duty started blowing shit up, I'd like it. When I played Battlefield 2, now we're going back some days, right? Battlefield 2.
Oh, I played that for the PC. I was like,
yeah, me and Ginger Jordan, we were sat on top of a building. While it was on the demo, right? And you had to capture the flag or something. And there was a massive hill, and there was a guy in a tank, shooting at this building we were in. And me and Christopher, we didn't have a clue what to do. We were like, should we keep carrying on capturing it? So we carried on capturing it. In the whole second, the floor beneath us caved in, and then we were just under rubble. And I mean, I'm glad that you didn't die, but if you died, it would have looked amazing.
Yeah.
But, we didn't die because it fell on us. We lost a bit of health, but you know. I just thought that was the best part of playing Battlefield.
It's even the free to play Battlefield. If you saw that, how much it's called? I think it's just called Battlefield Free to Play actually. And so there's if you saw the Battlefield Heroes.
No.
Battlefield Heroes is pretty much it's like Team Fortress 2 graphics. It's like Battlefield, but trying to be like Team Fortress 2.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty crap. But the Battlefield Free Play, I downloaded it. It's actually really good. But it's proper hard though. I suppose I'm crap at PC shooters anyway. I prefer shooters on consoles. But that's Battlefield Heroes. There. It's kind of like Team Fortress graphics, isn't it? I mean.
It's a cartoon thing.
And then this is the Battlefield free play graphics, but it's like Battlefield Bad Company 2 graphics, I'd say.
Yeah.
So Battlefield 1943. That game would be so much better if they had more than 3 maps. That game is unreal. But
it was unreal. But
it's
it got boring so far.
Yeah.
So easy.
I don't get it costs quite a how much?
1,600.
Which is about how much is that?
18 quid.
12, 16, 14 quid or something like that. And then I bought it. I bought it. I loved it.
You didn't buy it that long ago, actually.
Yeah, because I had the trial. And I loved it. Then I got the trial again. I was like, I'm gonna buy this game. Bought it, and then
there's still a lot of people playing.
Yeah, but it was so much better if they had just more maps. That's the only thing that would make it better.
More creative as well.
Yeah.
I mean, Battlefield 2, what I didn't like about it is you died so easily. Because to get to these flags, it was I can't remember the map. It was the same map I was on about earlier. Is that you spawn on top of the mountain, people spawn at the bottom where the flags were. They had to defend the flags. And you'd go down, and the only way to get to those flags was through the middle. And even if you were on those little, go-karts or whatever, you'd go down and you just get shot to pieces. I mean, there would be people everywhere. You die just instantly. You'd have to be
It's like on the Battlefield Free to Play one as well. It's proper hard, I think.
But I think what I don't like, because I was I had an argument as well with Christo about Medal of Honor. I hate it.
You hate it?
I don't like it at all. I don't know why.
I've never actually personally bought one. I played the demo. It's the controls, because they want to be more original. With the newest Medal of Honor, and then what was it? What was the newest one? It was just called Medal of Honor, wasn't it? And then there's and then there's another one that brought out. Is it? How much it's called now?
Was it Warm One and? Well, I don't know. I don't know why you didn't like it. It's just
Warfighter, that's it, I think.
I just couldn't play it. Not because I wasn't good enough. It was just because I didn't enjoy playing it. It was not.
So I like the good games. It is.
It's
the Medal of Honor, the Allied Assault, for the time. The graphics are unreal because it's kind of it was instead of competition say Battlefield and COD. Back then it was Medal of Honor and COD.
Yeah.
Where they
Battlefield was not even out back then. I mean, was Medal of Honor? I can only ever remember Medal of Honor only being on the PS3. I never knew anyone who got it for the Xbox. If you know what I'm on about.
It's like same with what's the game? Can't remember now. But it's like I know on people like I know it's available for both, but on people I know how it for like PS3.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, the only person to this day I know who's got it for the Xbox is actually Crystal.
So it's like Far Cry 3. I only know people who have it for PlayStation.
Is it off the Xbox?
Yeah, it's off.
Oh yeah,
you started it, yeah. It's just like that, like Far Cry. Like I know people obviously have it for Xbox, and I think it's for PC.
What Far Cry?
I'm pretty sure.
I think it is. I think it was on. Was it on Steam?
I think when it's but like only people I know have it for PS3.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But it's got you get such a thing like people who play Medal of Honor tend to love PS3 and people who play Call of Duty.
It's like Medal of Honor reminds me. Have you ever played any Band
of Brothers?
Brothers in Arms games?
Oh, Brothers in Arms. Band of Brothers the TV show?
Yeah.
I thought I'd heard of it. No, you were completing it on PC.
Yeah, I got the Hell's Highway. Like I think it would have been like 4 months ago I got it. Because like I had like Road Tail 30 and
who's got the graphics there?
What was the other one called? Road Tail 30 and then can't remember what the other one was called.
What classic graphics like?
But the newest one's Hell's Highway. And like I like so most people don't like strategy games really. Like that's what like gone down a lot. Like people don't like strategy games anymore really. And then but I still love the strategy. It's a bit like I'll start because since completed Hell's Highway, like I'll start playing through Road Tail 30 and the other one I can't even remember what it's called. And then like cause like I got stuck in it because I was only like little when I played because I had for the original Xbox.
Yeah. And
like I don't know. I suppose I like the World War II time period. I like where you get control of your men and stuff like that. I suppose I like it even more since I played. It's like say like I'm pretty sure like Call of Duty games like they're like really like the like time periods are really just like say like battles and stuff. But with like Brothers in Arms, like everything about it is like really it's like the people in it are like actual people who lived. It's like with like the Band of Brothers. Like it's pretty much like Brothers in Arms is the game from Band of Brothers kind of.
Oh yeah.
It's like they're bringing a new one out as well. How it's called Furious 4. That's it. But like there's no like really. I was looking at it for ages. Once completed Hell's Highway, I was like I can't wait for the new one. Like people say it was coming in 2012, and like it hasn't been released. Apparently it's going to be released in this year. But I don't know if they're just abandoning it or what. But it kind of looks. It's like I wish it continued on from Hell's Highway, kind of. But I think it's just a completely different new game. Like
it looks a bit like in the 60s sort of thing.
Yeah, it's in Southern World War I think, but like the graphic it kind of reminds me of Bioshock. Like there, it kind of reminds me of Bioshock Infinite.
Alright. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I'll probably go off it. I'm not trying to find.
Graphics are pretty decent.
Yeah. So yeah, it was revealed in E3 2011.
Yeah, it disbanded it.
No, probably did it. Yeah.
Well, I've looked on Steam. What you said?
Yeah, there has Brothers in Arms Furious been cancelled. There's rumours saying it has, and rumours saying unless like they're just banning that game, but they're making another Brothers in Arms game. But also because like Hell's Highway, I think Hell's Highway sold quite a bit, but like it's cost like people say it doesn't mix like first person shooters and like strategies don't mix. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, so we're back on Black Flag.
Oh yeah. It's on the Assassin's Creed.
I think a lot of people love it. I think a lot of people, when it comes to Assassin's Creed, right, not a lot of people liked it. I don't know why. I've always liked it. I've always loved it. I think it's amazing how much you can do, like climb everywhere. The things you can climb, like it went into detail.
When the first Assassin's Creed came out, like the graphics on it were like, I think the best graphics at the time, wasn't it? Like
it definitely still
the stuff you could do in it. And then just when you play Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed 1 seems so boring.
Yeah.
Because like everything's just repeated.
Yeah. But at the time, I mean, you could jump off a building and go to it.
Like the new stuff in Assassin's Creed 4, I found like, because I love the naval battles in Assassin's Creed 3. Yeah. They were only like, I think they were probably just like pilot testing the.
Yeah, I think
the naval stuff. Like then everyone loved them, and then like, Well, I don't know, because seems like they probably would have already had that idea.
I think they have had the idea. I mean,
of the pirates in it, but like
they wouldn't have been able to create that story. I think they've already decided what every assassin's going to be.
Yeah.
I think they already have. I think there's no way you can carry on. It would take months and months to write a story about an assassin. Like, you know what I mean? What I was going to say is, I think they might have focused a bit too much on the naval than anything else.
I suppose it's like pirates and stuff though, like.
I think it's good. I think it's good what they do, because it's not just. I mean, you still can be an assassin.
Yeah.
Well, you are an assassin.
On land and all that. But the thing that I love about Assassin's Creed games is the actual realism of the time period.
Yeah.
I think on the first Assassin's Creed, I don't think you met anyone that was actually there in that time. Like, it was like the area was there.
It was still based on like.
Well, then Assassin's Creed 2, you met Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah.
Which I found was
unreal. And he's gay as well. I found that weird.
And then
you don't find out he's gay till
Brotherhood. I never played Brotherhood.
Yeah, I think you
Revelations. Is he still? Is he? I can't remember if.
I know Da Vinci's in Brotherhood.
Yeah, I think he might be in.
Number 3. That's got loads. I mean, George Washington's in it.
It's got Benjamin Franklin.
And George Washington, because he's there. I love how, I mean, it's like, it teaches you stuff. I mean, I searched it up and apparently assassins actually did exist. And Templars.
I was watching a movie yesterday called Kingdom of Heaven. It's in the time, because it was in, I think, Second Crusades, like 1100s, which is when the first Assassin's Creed was set. I was watching a movie called Kingdom of Heaven, which is like where they were hanging Templars on the film and stuff. And on Assassin's Creed 4, you get me like Blackbeard, and then these other guys, Benjamin Horrengold, Callie Jack, Charles Vane, and Bonnie. I haven't heard any of them, but like people were like into pirates and stuff, whatever. But there's just several historical figures.
Right, guys, it's been this for
the first episode of JCI Lounge.
Yeah.
If you liked it, please like, rate, subscribe, and comment for what you want to see.
If you've got any suggestions to talk about,
next week, what you want to get talked about and stuff. That'd be.
If you've got anything we want to update us on about what we've talked about today as well, we'll recap next episode.
What you think of what we've said. What
you agree and disagree, especially about what's going to be the next hype. We would like to know opinions on that, Assassin's Creed, or... Well, let's go with the two, Assassin's Creed and GTA, because I think they're going to be the two best games.
Like, Call of Duty Ghosts I know, but that's that much hype. Really.
Yeah, it's like gone down. What else was it? Dead Rising as well. I think it's not going to have... It's been hyped up, but not a lot of people are that excited, because not a lot of people are big fans.
Yeah, that's what,
and everyone who's a fan of Dead Rising's already focused on Armour 2 and...
the Armour 3.
Yeah, it's Armour 3 and... Was it DayZ?
DayZ and WarZ and all that.
That's what they're looking for in State of Decay. I think they're hyped up. It's already out.
Yeah. So, that's it for this episode. See you later.